Good flipping morning to you. It's me again. What am I doing today? Well, as a matter of fact, we are at long last making the Reese's peanut butter cups. How exciting, lads. I mean, I've been teasing it for weeks and weeks, but here we go. The big day, the big kaboom and stuff. And it's gonna happen in a couple of hours. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Because if you're not excited, why are you even watching the video if you're not excited? Anyway, that's enough for now. I'll see you on the jump cut. Okay, well, today we are going to be cooking some Reese's peanut butter cups. Before I proceed on with how the cups are good and stuff, I'll have some unfortunate news, which is that Kitchen King, the spoon I have been using to create all the sweet dishes. I mean, we use separate spoons to make savoury and sweet, and Kitchen King was the sweet spoon. Unfortunately, Kitchen King was found to have a crack in it this morning, which means that unfortunately it had to be thrown out. Unfortunately, I mean, it's nothing to do with how it was crafted at all. But I mean, I love how it was crafted. But I mean, for this sake, we shall make this recipe in the honour of the Kitchen King that's now dead. You know what I mean? I'm not dead. I am the Kitchen King, but we're called the Spoon Kitchen King. But anyway, Kitchen King's dead. We're doing Reese's cups in memory of Kitchen King.
Long live the king!
Long live the king and stuff, as the voice behind the camera says. Anyway, let's get cooking! Alrighty, so now we do the bit which I like to do, which is the ingredients for this Reese's peanut butter cup homemade recipe. All rights to the Reese's peanut butter cup brand, of course, go to Reese's. Please don't copyright strike me. So what we need is 1 cup of peanut butter, preferably smooth, which is what we're using. Back you go. We have 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. This is right here. Just get back. Half a cup of icing sugar. And last but certainly not least, 350 milligrams of milk chocolate chip. Grams. That's what I said, as the omniscient voice behind the camera points out. Now, this recipe should yield about 12 cups, which I think is quite good. Anyway, I believe that is all for now. I'll see y'all in the cooking. Right, so the first order of business is to take this chocolate and we're going to melt it in the microwave for 2 minutes on high. Let us go stick it in the microwave, shall we? Here's the chocolate. Here's our microwave. This is quite an old microwave, as a matter of fact. Oh, and by the way, some of you observant viewers may notice these. Don't worry, we're not going to supplement these after the cooking. This is actually going to be for a taste comparison we're doing later in the video, these Reese's cups, you know. So, yes, I'm going to be part of the video, those cups. Anyway, let's stick these in the oven. Shut this. It's on high, as you can probably see. And now on for 2 minutes, and we have to like stop in the middle of the 2 minutes to give it a bit of a stir so it don't burn. Let's go. Okay, I'll see you when it's melted. Okay, well, you can see now that the chocolate has now melted. It actually only took a minute in our microwave, which is quite a surprise. But I mean, to be safe, you should set it at 2 minutes and like stir it in at the 1 minute interval, 1 minute to go, you know. Or just set it for 1 minute and when it runs out, stir, then put it 1 minute again. Works that way. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we're actually going to put in a bit of chocolate beneath the Reese's cups. Just gonna pour in approximately 1 spoon. And and another one, as the omniscient voice behind the camera would say. There we go. And now we're going to like push it up with our spoon, nice and gentle. I'm failing trying dramatically at this. But still, it's quite interesting, isn't it? I just put you. Oh, how am I going to put this one down? Oh. Okay, that's close. That's close, but still, just going to spin it nice and good as far as I can do, best to my ability. Yeah, it's a bit of a. Now you can see that I'm using actually larger cases. You can actually make this same recipe but with smaller cases, which means you could get a lot more cups at the sacrifice of the size, you know. So, yeah, that's basically all I've got to say. I'll see you in the next step. Okay, so as it turns out, we've actually found a better way of distributing the chocolate around the Reese's cup. Well, how we're going to melt the chocolate. You see, as the omniscient voice behind the camera is demonstrating, we're actually tipping the cake case around and around, allowing the chocolate to ooze up around into the edifices above the main chocolate body. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but that's your lot. Anyway, you know, well, I'll see you when they're all done. Alright, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to mix in this peanut butter with this salt, quarter teaspoon of salt, and this this half cup of icing sugar. That's 1 cup of peanut butter, half cup of this. If you breathe it in.
No, Alex.
Quite fragrant actually. Oh dear, I just spilt some of the salt, never mind. Or you could have just put it in the spoon and been a bit more direct. Anyway, so mix it all together. Now we're just going to get Kitchen Prince, Regent. He hasn't been coronated yet. We're going to like stir it in now. Just going to combine it all until it's all mixed in. I do wonder what colour it'll be when it comes out. Will it remain peanut butter brown? Or will the icing sugar take as a new colour? I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, so what? So we just finished stirring in the icing sugar and salt into the peanut butter, as you can see. The next step, of course, is to add the peanut butter, into the chocolate cases. As you can see, they've actually been frozen solid now. Don't be too hard, otherwise you might split the cup of chocolate. So what we're going to do is going to spoon it nice and gentle into a cup each. This might be a bit too much. Let's just put off you. That's a bit too little. There we go. Once you want to get off
in the middle.
Yeah, you have to try and get it in the middle as much as you can. Well, hopefully you don't. Well, hopefully you won't have too much difficulty. See, I think that's quite enough as is, as the omniscient voice would say. There we go. I'll see you when it's all ready for the next step. Okay, so what you have to do is that you actually have to pat down the peanut butter as well. Don't know why I stuttered a bit there. You just have to pat down the peanut butter until it's covering a fair portion of the base of the chocolate.
Away from the edges.
But yeah, you have to keep it away from the edges though, as well. Just stick that down. Now we're going to pour on the remaining chocolate on top of the peanut butter. If you do run out, it's alright to maybe melt a couple more drops in order to fulfill that quota. Okay, so now we're going to drip the chocolate nice and equally over the peanut butter. There we go, just try and spread it out a teensy bit. Don't you touch it with your spoon, just like pour it on, make it fill in every crevice. There we go. Make sure to cover that peanut butter nice and fully if you can. Of course, if you Need more chocolate, always be sure to melt some. There we go. Good and proper. Nice. Now I think we will have to put in some more chocolate real quick, I believe. And then we're going to finish the rest, as the omniscient voice keeps saying. Okay, so now we've actually covered all of the peanut butter with the chocolate, and we're going to stick it into the fridge where it can harden into, you know, solid chocolate where it can be consumed. However, we would like to make an addendum to this recipe, if addendum is a correct word. You would need more, about 500 grams of chocolate rather than the recommended 350 grams, and also a bit less peanut butter, as we do have some of it left, which is going to be my dessert starter for dinner, or as I like to say, desserter. Anyway, let's go stick these guys in the fridge. Okay, you can see we cleared the space just for these dudes. In you go. Try not to spill them. Or something, it bumps into something like that.
Okay.
Okay, we're just going to shut the fridge. And see you in about 5 hours or 4 hours-ish.
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes, in about 10 minutes, right. Okay, so as you can now see, we actually have the Reese's cups out of the oven. Not the Reese's cups, the Alex's cups for copyright reasons. But no, the Reese's cups is safer. Don't sue me, please. I love your products. Please sponsor me.
And they were never in the oven.
And they were never in the oven. They were in the fridge. Why the cake case is still here, eh?
Yeah. Well, they were in the oven.
Yeah. So the thing is, they're out of the fridge. You know, we'll take one into the kitchen alongside one of the actual Reese's cups. I'm going to give it a bit of a taste test. See you in a second. Alrighty, now we're actually in time to do the peanut butter cup comparison taste test. TM, no, it's trademarks. Anyway, what I have here is one of the peanut butter cups that I created. It's this one. And in here we have 2 of the actual Reese's peanut butter cups. There's 2 of them, because they come in 2. Let me just unwrap this right here. Well, what do you know, I didn't humiliate myself with the packaging like yesterday. So we're going to pull it out. Alright, so right away, you can see that the Reese's peanut butter cup original is actually a lot smaller than my Reese's peanut butter cup, although it is more uniform in its shape because, you know, it was produced in a factory, whereas mine was homemade. So, you know, anyway, we're gonna peel it off. As you can see, a further demonstration of how relatively ununiform my cup is compared to this peanut butter cup right here. You can see. Now, not beating any more about the bush, let's go and eat a bit more of this peanut butter cup. Well, you can see that the base is actually very thick, as is the bit on top. There's quite a large quantity of peanut butter in the centre of the cup, you know. But however, the same can be said for the actual real Reese's. Now, I need to swallow a bit more of the chocolate. Now we're going to eat the actual Reese's peanut butter cup here. I always say, between the 2 cups, you can probably notice the taste of the peanut butter in this one a bit more than in this one. The chocolate base is a lot thicker on the homemade compared to the factory produced peanut butter cup. I don't say that as an insult, I mean, because it was made in the factory. So in terms of what you get, I do prefer this one. However, this factory produced peanut butter cup has an advantage too. So I will say, okay, on the chocolate department, this one wins. On the flavour of the peanut butter department, this one wins that competition. In terms of size, this one evidently wins. I'm not sure what else what other comparison I can make really. So I have to say, but without being much of a bragger really, I think mine just about wins out, I have to say. Sorry Reese's, your food's still good, but nothing in the factory can be compared to home. So you know, this one wins. Woohey, that's all for now. See you in the jump cut. Well, it's the end of the day now. Well, I say it's been quite a great one. I mean, making the Reese's peanut butter cups, I mean, I have had a think about it, and I mean, ultimately, whilst, yeah, I mean, it's a lot more, I do think mine are a lot more wholesome. No disrespect, Reese's. Is your name actually Reese's, or can I call you Reese? Anyway, digressing. If you like this video, do be sure to like it and subscribe to it, and share it on your Facebook and Twitter. Also, follow my Instagram. I'll see y'all tomorrow.